He is the embodiment of finality. He watches me again, eyes closed. I, a spectral entity, find myself recoiling in fear.
Welcome to Ephemeral Eyes. This one I'll need to whisper to you.
In the quietude of an ordinary morning where sunlight lazily spills through a window, he sits, this unusual man. I watch, unseen, as he drifts through his routine. Silent meditation, a simple breakfast, meticulous planning of his day. His home, a sanctuary of normalcy. I observe, my presence as imperceptible as the softest shadow, a whisper in a world that speaks in screams. He could not have felt my presence, impossible. But then suddenly his third eye unfurls fully, and the room is suffused with an unseen shimmer. I, an eternal watcher of the shadow realm, am struck by a wave of awe. The world as I know it, a constant in my timeless existence, trembles under the gaze of this human. The shadows in the room shift, revealing a universe that is at once familiar and utterly alien. It is a vision of alternating chaos and order, an intricate dance of cosmic forces, too profound even for my ancient consciousness to fully grasp. In this moment, the man's soul reveals its age. It's not just old, it's primordial, carrying the weight of eons. He sees the critical world that hides within and beyond ours. The truths he glimpses are so profound, so immense, that they defy my own understanding. Then, in a moment that shatters the norms of my existence, he does something astonishing. He looks at me, not with his physical eyes, but with his third eye. It's a look that pierces the veil between our worlds, acknowledging my presence. He sees me, yet not in a way humans see. It's an understanding, a recognition of souls that transcends sight. But as quickly as the connection is made, it's severed. With a haunting calmness, the man closes his third eye. The room snaps back to its mundane state. In all my existence, I have witnessed humans with a flicker of third eye awareness, some partially open to the unseen world and very rarely fully open. But never have I seen a human with the power to close their third eye, to shut out the shadow realm so completely. Most seers are doomed to live with the shadow realm ever present. Many go mad. But his man, he walked in the shadow realm and chose to walk out, leaving me, an eternal being, in a state of shock and wonder. The woods whisper differently these nights. Foxglove blooms under the moon, unseasonal yet vivid. Owls circle the man's house, their calls a harmony unknown. Nature bends, an unseen hand at work.
Our ancestors spoke of the
strange lights flicker near his home at night, like will-o'-the-wisps from the old tales. A feeling of being watched grows stronger. The man walks a path he cannot follow or understand.
The man's actions have torn through the fabric of my being, unearthing memories long buried. Flashes of old lives surge through me. The clash of bronze shields in the Peloponnesian Wars, the gentle rhythm of a loom in ancient Egypt, the warmth of a mother's embrace in a medieval village, the laughter of a child running through Renaissance streets. Each fragment, a piece of a soul fractured across time. I am countless lives, each woven into the liminal space between worlds. The man stands as a terrifying figure, an angel of darkness, whose very presence emanates a sense of death and decay. He is the embodiment of finality. He watches me again, eyes closed. I, a spectral entity, find myself recoiling in fear. His third eye opens, not as a window to enlightenment, but as a maw of oblivion, threatening to consume me. I feel its pull, tearing at me. dissolve into the shadows from which I came. But it's futile. The man's spectral gaze ensnares me and binds me in darkness. Echoes of fear fly through the web of my soles, for I am trapped. His eyes, dark pools of eternity, reflect the countless lives I've lived and the countless deaths I've died. In the suffocating stillness that follows, a crescendo of terror and sorrow builds within me. The man, a druid of ancient power, stands as a harbinger of my end, a silent reaper of lost souls. His presence is a void, separating from this world I so dearly loved. As he steps closer, the air crackles with a foreboding sense of finality. Each soul within me cries out a chorus of regret and longing, mourning the myriad lives unlived, loves unfulfilled, and destinies unachieved. A soldier's last breath in a muddy trench, a lover's final embrace under a starlit sky, a poet's unfinished verse on a lonely night. Each memory is a shard of brilliance, now fading into nothing. There is a voice among the many. It speaks with clarity.
In the twilight of my being, let me linger a moment more, to gaze upon the world's grace, to feel the wind's gentle roar. One last dance in the sun's embrace, one final dream to chase.
There is no reprieve. As he consumes my essence, the room is filled with an overwhelming sense of loss, but also with something more. He tells me to dissolve and be returned to the source. I accept.
In the quiet village nestled between the ancient forest and the rolling hills, life moves with the steady rhythm of timeless routine. Among the villagers, there's one who walks a path lined with deeper mysteries. The Druid begins his day with the rising sun. His hands tend to the earth in his small garden. As the day progresses, he moves through the village with a quiet grace. He brings food to the elderly and tends to the sick. As the afternoon wanes, the Druid makes his way to the forest surrounding his garden. He kneels, and from his pocket he produces a small seed. With a gesture that seems as natural as breathing, he plants it in the earth. In the quiet moments when the wind whispers through the trees and the stars gaze down upon the earth, the Druid, ever present, ever watchful, walks his path, a bridge between worlds. If you like the story of the Druid, don't be afraid of death. It's just nature's way of planting new seeds. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I would love to see you again, friend.